Yes, and the Masters champion is now beginning to find a little bit of momentum. That's 2 frames in a row. The first time he's been able to string 2 together in this match. And it's all getting very, very tense as we head into frame 14.
Terrific pot.
1.
Black available into both corner pockets. Tough starter, knocked in with aplomb. What can he do with this chance? Well, have to say, Willie, and
8.
Mr. Maximum, as you recall, and great break builder around the black spot area. Too much pace, surely, there.
Well, it is the only player in the game, actually, John, that would have played it at that pace. I mean, he had such a nice little cannon on. He had a nice little cannon on. Just there was 3 reds just to the top side of the black, and if he could have played the middle one of those 3, which he hit, you know, he just had to play at a nice pace, and he would have been on 2 or 3 reds. But I suppose you couldn't imagine screwing through the pack as he did.
9. Eleven.
Black, no problem, but he has to avoid the cannon on the pink. He will try and screw past the pink, but the thing is, when you screw the ball, the white runs through first, so that's why he's playing with topspin, to force through the pink. But he's just not doing it at the moment. It seems that every time Judd gets in, there's always something to do with the cue ball. It's not natural. He's always having to play cannons.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go back to the first black he played. When he played a cannon into the reds, okay, he produced a good recovery shot, but, you know, that was a chance to just play delicately around the black spot area and just build it up. You know, it seems that every time he gets a chance, he wants to bring every ball into play. Just play that after speed, and he'd have been perfect. He'd have had a red at the bottom of the cluster. There's enough reds open to be going on with. Nice double kiss that for 딩전휘vs트럼프.
1.
If it had hit the other side of the red, he may have been on nothing, but as it turns out, he's got comfortably on the pink. If it had been half ball on the side nearest to us, but he's okay on the pink. Just got to try and find a path, probably in between the green and brown here. If he can negotiate this, decent opportunity.
I agree with you, John. If he can get in between green and brown, it's fine, but I don't see how he can miss the cannon on the brown playing plain ball. That's why he's taking the much more difficult black. He can't see the right-hand draw. Well, he can see the right-hand draw. I thought it was a bit tight, this black, but it's straight in the pocket, though. Ding starting to motor a little bit, albeit he has overscrewed that slightly, right into the heart of the pocket.
Yeah, brave shot to take on, and
8.
when your opponent keeps missing, it does build your confidence up.
Yes, I think the way this morning's session has gone, John, I know it's early days, and obviously Judd Trump could still win the remaining frames of this session, the remaining 3 frames, and go 10-6 in front, but I think, in fairness, if Judd could get out of this 8-all, he'll be delighted.
Good positional shot there, inch perfect on this
16.
red. Yeah, I just felt yesterday on that first session that 딩전휘vs트럼프 was under a little bit of pressure. He started off with a 100 break.
17.
딩전휘vs트럼프 came back with another marvellous 100 break and really got the crowd on his side. And of the two players, just looked like Ding was the one who was feeling it out there, but this
24.
morning 딩전휘vs트럼프 really hasn't turned up. So that pressure that might have been on 딩전휘vs트럼프 is evaporating pretty quick.
$25.
Couldn't have spread nicer. Could not have spread nicer. Good chance to level the match.
31.
This hasn't been level since the second frame when Judd replied with that 100 after Ding made 100. Ever since then he's been behind.
32.
What will the final score be? 9-7 Trump, 9-7 Ding, 8 all. We'll know very shortly.
38. $39.
If you had to pick a scoreline at this moment in time, you'd virtually pick 9-7 Ding, the way things have gone. But Judd is such a fantastic potter, as he's proved many, many times. He's going to have to fire a little bit this morning. He's going to have to dig deep and make sure he wins at least one of the remaining 2 frames. That is, of course, if he goes on to lose this frame. Looking a little bit pensive there. And that's a beauty, John, isn't it? If you have a bad session,
47.
make it no worse than 5-3 and you're not going to be too far behind.
Yeah, but I think he's a young man who plays on instinct, and he's lost the impetus in this match at the moment. As I say, I thought 딩전휘vs트럼프 was under it a little bit yesterday,
53.
but he's come out this morning needing to close the gap, and to be honest with you, he's not had to play his best to do that. Just a quick glance at the scoreboard. The target to get to the final is 17 frames, so we're a long way from that yet. But this is why the World Championship is
54.
so good. You get a story, don't you, in these 4 sessions? It's a story of how the game's going to unfold, and just Trump in that first session was just... Some of the shots he played was awesome. We've seen nothing like that this morning. In fact, one of the frames, he was very fortunate to win when he
59.
fluked the red after being snookered. For all money, it looked like 딩전휘vs트럼프 was going to win that one. But disappointed with that.
60.
He's only looking for one more colour here. Should have been better on the brown, but he'll play it because it's frame ball. He's missed it.
딩전휘vs트럼프.
He goes back to his seat. 48 points in front, but there's still 51 remaining. That was careless.
Yes, he'd be reluctant to play the red on the right-hand side cushion, but he can probably cut the red in to either corner, the red nearest the pink, but the cue ball will be going near the pocket, so he may just be playing a containing a safety shot here. That's what he's done. Yes, clever shot.